Hello and welcome back to the On Teacher. Today we're looking at variables, and I think this will be really helpful for students when they're doing design iterations during the NEA. What variables allow you to do is to type in a variable dimension and change that instantly. So you can go to the toolbar on the left hand side and change the dimension, and the whole model will automatically update. It's really handy and quick without you having to go in and change dimensions manually. So you could create a bracket, which is what we're going to do today, and within a couple of clicks we could have one at 50mm high, 75mm, 100mm high, just by changing them variables. So as always, let's get started, and we're on the left mouse button on red and the right mouse button on blue. So the first thing we need to do is set our variable. So the button at the top there with a little X in it is the variable button, and we can just type in the name of it. So height, for example, and I'll put in 50. Press enter twice, and we know we've got height equals 50. Let's do width. And we'll type in 25. Enter, enter. Let's type in, for the extrude, we'll type in depth. And we'll type in 50. We'll type in thickness. And we'll set that to 5. And I'm going to call it hole. Hole. And we'll set that to 6 for the moment. And press the tick. So we've got all our variables down here. So I'm then going to start sketching. So we click on sketch, we click on front and press the N key. Now for ease, I'm going to do this by using a corner rectangle and click the starting point and just drag out. Now unfortunately, I can't start typing height. If I start typing on the keyboard, it just disappears. So I have to use the dimension tool. So I click dimension, drag it out, and I can type in just height, and it comes straight up, and press the enter. So I'm then going to do width on this one. So I'm going to click down, type W, press enter twice on the keyboard, and it's now fixed. I'm then just going to go up to the line tool and draw a line down and across, and then press escape and use the scissors to trim the two parts off. We can use the dimension tool again, and I can click that line and I can do thickness. Click and type it in again, thickness, and press tick. So we've now got the L-shaped bracket that we're going to use. Brilliant. We press extrude. We type in systematic. We type in here. Now if this works, I should be able to type in depth 50 and sketch 1. Oops, I have to type in depth again. Sketch 1 and press the tick. So we've now got a sketch. Now I put in the dimension of the hole as 6. I'm just going to add one more variable, and I'm going to type in middle. And I'm going to have to remember this, so it's going to be 45 because I've got from the top, from this part here down to that point is going to be 45mm. So we need to then put in half of 45, so 22.5. So I'm just going to pop that in there now. So we've got middle. So I'm going to click on sketch, click this front plane, press the N key, and I'll draw 2 circles. It won't let me type in again, so I've got to go to dimension. I'm going to set and dimension this one 12.5. I'll sit and dimension that one from there to wrong dimension. So click that again, center, 12.5. I could put in a middle point. I could go back and do a variable for this if I wanted to, but for the moment, I'm not. I'm going to type in middle. there, and we do middle again. So 2 holes are in the middle, and press the tick. Now you'll notice I've made a mistake. I didn't dimension the actual diameter of the hole, so I can go back to sketch 2. I know it's wrong because it's telling me here with this little, it says not fully constrained, and it's because I haven't dimensioned the holes. So if I click on the hole there and type in hole, dimension it to the hole, and I type in hole and press the tick. So I've got my 2 holes through there. I could add holes to the bottom, but I think you're going to get the idea of what we're trying to do. We click extrude 2, so extrude we click sketch 2, sorry. I'm going to press remove and click the tick through. And you can see we've got our part made. Now, let's, for example, suggest that actually the height needs to be 75 now. So we type in 75. So it moves. Now, at the moment, I've got that diagonal point because my middle has gone to 22.5. If I change that now to 35, they will appear back in the middle. If I want to change the bottom part here, I can go to width and change it to 50. And it instantly changes it. Now, it's just a nice little tip that if you want to do some quick iteration, you can do that. I can change the depth 20. It might go wrong now because the 2 holes have now disappeared. But you get the idea of what we're trying to achieve. And we can just go back. If I change that to 40, they appear. Okay. That was a quick video. I hope it's been useful. As always, give us a like, subscribe, add a comment. Let us know what you want to see more of in the future.